With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello students, so in this question they have asked to write the Newman projection formula for the following compounds. In the very first compound they have given Cl with this whole compound in, and we have to make it in most polar form. Okay, most polar form. The second one is alcohol, and then we have to make it in the stable form, and third one is acid. Okay, and we have to make it in least stable staggered form. Okay, so the very first thing we are gonna do is we are gonna write the formula CH3 CH2 CH2, and this is CH3. Okay, so we are gonna give numbers. Okay, I like to give numbers. See, 1, 2, and 3. So what we can do is we are gonna take the structure from 1 and 2. First, we will draw the Fisher projection. Fisher projection. Okay. How we're gonna draw Fisher projection? It is very easy. We're gonna take carbon 1 and carbon 2. Okay, and now we are gonna attach three groups. They have three bonds. Okay, they basically have actually four bonds, but one is in between both carbons. So we are gonna represent other groups with the help of three other bonds. Okay, this first one carbon has two hydrogens, and one chlorine. Okay, the second carbon has two hydrogens again and one CH3 group. So now what we see is we see our compound from this side. And this is our, imagine this is I. Okay, we see through this side. So which the first one which we can see is we draw it as a dot. The second one which we see in the bigger size will be here. Okay, this is the second and this is the first. So on the first side what we have is hydrogen, and chlorine. Okay, or on the second side we have same hydrogen, and CH3. And now they have asked us about what make the formula in its most polar form. Most polar form means these two heavy groups should be far from each other. So what will be in its most polar form? They will be something like this. See, these two here, and this is here. Okay, so here we are gonna place CH3, this is Cl, and rest are H and H. So see, this one we called it as eclipsed form, and this one we called it as staggered form. Staggered means which is scattered. Okay, eclipsed means which in which the groups they hide with behind each other. Okay, so these are the two forms, and this is our first answer in the most polar form. And the second one, we have our diol. Again we are gonna draw the Fisher projection over here. So this is 1, this is 2, so I'm gonna draw it over here. This is carbon 1, this is carbon 2, the three groups attached, one hydrogen, first one has two hydrogens and one OH, this again hydrogen, then OH. Okay, so now we are going to draw its Newman projection. This is carbon number 1 and we draw it in this form: OH, hydrogen. Now they have asked which is the most stable form. Okay, so now you can see here hydrogen and oxygen, they always tend to form hydrogen bonds. This oxygen with this hydrogen with this oxygen. Okay, so it is not stable structure, not stable. So to make it stable, we are gonna make the staggered form, which will be like this. Okay, So in this structure, OH will be totally in different directions. So there will be no hydrogen bonds, and this one is the answer. This one is the most stable form. Most stable. Okay. So now coming to the third part. Third part is dicarboxylic acid. Okay, two carboxylic acids are attached. So our third part, we have here HOOC, CH2, CH2, COOH. Okay, so here again carbon 1 and carbon 2. I'm counting the main groups only. Fisher projection. Okay, so both the hydrogens and COOH, both the hydrogens and COOH. Okay, so now I'm drawing the Newman projection in the eclipsed form again. Okay, and then we will see what conditions do we need over here. H, 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 and COOH, COOH. Okay, so now we need here is the least stable form. Okay, least stable staggered form. This is eclipsed, and they we know that staggered means stable. Okay, so we can form two staggered form of this one. I will be drawing both. Okay, so this one, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. So one staggered is COOH is here and rest COH is here. But this is very stable. Okay. This is not the least stable. This is very stable. So what is the least stable structure would be? This will be something like this. For least stable, we have to bring these two groups together. Okay, so what is the closest position of these two groups should be either I put another COOH group here or here. Okay, so I'm gonna do that only. One COOH is here and another COOH is here. Okay, here H, here H, here H, and here. This is the least stable staggered form. Okay. So for our answers, you can see that this was the this was the most polar structure of the first one, and this is the most stable structure, and this one is the least stable staggered form of our structure. Okay, so I hope you understand this question. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.